The shadow in the rear view. It started with a phone call that cut through the humid night air. My girlfriend's voice was thin, trembling in a way I'd never heard. She was being followed. At the time, South Louisiana was gripped by the Baton Rouge serial killer. Every woman in the city was looking over her shoulder. But my girlfriend, she was exactly what the papers described as the profile. She was a beautiful brunette, and she was staying alone in a big, quiet house in a wealthy neighborhood near the LSU lakes, house-sitting for her aunt. She told me a white truck had been on her bumper for miles. Every turn she took, it took. Every light she went through, it followed. The pursuit. My roommate and I didn't think. We just jumped in my car and tore across town. We found her car near campus, and sure enough, there was the white truck, tailing her like a predator. We didn't call the cops. We were young, dumb, and convinced it was probably just some fraternity prank or a creep who needed a scare. We pulled into the line of traffic. Her car, the truck, then us. When she finally turned into her aunt's driveway, the truck slowed to a crawl and stopped just one house short, idling at the curb. We pulled in right behind her. The headlights of my car illuminating the back of that white tailgate. Face to face with the bogeyman, I told my roommate to stay back. I was going to defuse things. I remember walking toward that truck, my heart drumming against my ribs. Now you have to understand, at that moment, every news station and the FBI were telling the public to look for a white man. That was the profile. So, when I reached the driver's side window and the glass rolled down, I was caught off guard. The man sitting there was black. I put on my best tough guy voice, though looking back it makes my skin crawl. I told him, "Look, man, no one's looking for trouble, but you're scaring my girlfriend. You need to move on, now." He didn't say a word. He just looked at me, a slow, side-eyed glance that felt like ice water running down my spine. There was no emotion in his eyes. No sorry, I'm lost, no anger. Just a cold blank stare. Then he shifted into gear and drifted slowly into the darkness of the neighborhood. The morning after. Life went back to normal for a few months. We laughed about the truck guy and how we'd chased off a local creep. Then came the morning I walked past a newsstand. There, splashed across the front page of the Baton Rouge paper, was a mugshot. I froze. The breath left my lungs. It was the same face, the same side eye, the same chilling emptiness. The FBI had been wrong about the profile. The man in the truck that night wasn't a prankster or a random local. His name was Derek Todd Lee. By the time they caught him, he had murdered at least 7 women.